Today, we are going to dive into the four key factors that set apart college counselors who get hired in premium international schools from those who don't. And I'll be sharing you the exact key traits of each persona and how you can move into that category where you will get better quality job offers and opportunities. And by the end of today, you'll walk away with actionable insights that apply specifically to where you're at now, because I understand that not all of you are at the same level. So let's get started. All right. I want to talk about, why is this topic so important? Well, if you've been paying attention, you probably noticed that the world of international college admissions is changing fast. Students and families, they need more support than ever, whether it's through schools or independent counseling services, because the stakes are higher and the opportunities are greater. Let's think about it. Today, students are really global citizens. I've seen it in my career throughout the last 2 decades. The world is literally open to them in ways that didn't exist when we were their age. And back then, I was only focused on colleges near my city. Degrees were so much more simpler. The career paths were more straightforward. Now, every few years, I feel like industries and jobs are just popping up, and jobs that didn't exist before are now being created. And this is why schools need counselors with not only job experience, not just with students, but like in industries, right? Industry sectors, because also the career landscape is evolving. That expertise alone brings enormous value. And another reason that this topic is so critical is the way society measures success. For many people, it's all about having the right degree or certification to gain what we call credibility. And many people who think of becoming a college counselor believe that they need a bunch of certifications to make them credible. How many of you think that you need to have all these certifications in order to be perceived as credible? But here's what I've learned after nearly 2 decades of being in this field. It's not about the degree itself. Trust me, I've seen it time and time again. It's about the skills and the knowledge and the confidence to guide students, to guide parents, to guide the school you work with in a very simplified way forward towards successful college matriculation. And in fact, I can count on one hand the number of times someone has asked me where I went to school, where I went to college, and it wasn't to check my credentials. It was because they wanted help building their college list. They want to know where I went to school. Maybe it was a good fit for them. And at the end of the day, it's your ability to say, I know how to help you with confidence and deliver on that promise that truly drives student success. And the one thing I've noticed in both the education and the job markets, and this is a big reason why I even created this training, it is the overwhelming amount of uncertainty that's happening in the world due to economic instability, government policies, school budgets, or just a general sense of unpredictability. And there's a lot of that feels like things are out of our control. And when we're faced with uncertainty, our brain tends to freeze and we default to protection mode, staying small. And we're operating from that survival mindset. And that's when the logical mind starts to step in. And here's the thing, operating like that doesn't tend to lead to growth when we operate from fear and the logical mind going into a protective mode. Think back to the 2008 economic crash. Many of us lived through that, right? The people who thrived afterwards were the ones who thought long term. They're the ones that bought real estate, they made investments when everyone else was paralyzed by fear. And over time, those decisions paid off because they were focused on the future, not just the short term. And those same principles apply to our careers